Hello, and welcome to Cackalacky Cookin. I'm your host, Jackson Eddy, and today we'll be exploring some of my favorite foods from eastern North Carolina. First, for appetizers, we'll be having boiled peanuts and cheese straws. For dinner, we'll be having barbecue, Brunswick stew, and hush puppies. For dessert, we'll be having Moravian cookies. Let's get started. First, let's start with cheese straws. Cheese straws are just as southern as boiled peanuts and grits. Cheese straws are invented when in the hot and humid South, cheese would go bad very quickly. So, in cracker format, cheese would actually last much, much longer. This is a 2-pound block of cheese. We only need 1 pound. So, first, we're going to cut it in half. Then, we can start grating. Keep grating, it takes a while. Now that you've grated your pound of sharp cheddar cheese, we can now add the next 4 ingredients. First, you add your 1½ cups of butter. After that, you're going to add your 1½ teaspoons of salt, which I've already measured out. Next, you're going to add your ½ teaspoon of paprika. And last, our secret ingredient, Texas Pete hot sauce, made from cayenne peppers, and despite its name, is made in North Carolina. You can add 1 or 2 teaspoons. In our family, we like spicy food, so I'm adding 2. Next, we're going to beat the first 5 ingredients on medium. You're going to slowly blend 4 cups of all-purpose flour into it. It should look very crumbly like this. Then you put it all into a pastry bag and squeeze it out onto your cookie sheet in little lines. The oven should be reheated to 350 degrees. It should cook for about 12 minutes, but watch out, they do burn very quickly. Now we're going to be doing boiled peanuts, or as in the South they call them, boiled peanuts. To make boiled peanuts, you need to use green peanuts that haven't ripened yet, which makes the shells much more soft. Then you boil them for about 6 hours in very, very salty water, about saltier than the ocean. Then you'll know when they're ready when the shells are very soft. We couldn't find any green peanuts in California, so we had to use large green boiled peanuts in a can. You can find canned boiled peanuts in grocery stores in the South. Let's have a bite. Mmm. Yummy. And also, did you know that boiled peanuts have 4 times more antioxidants than regular peanuts? They're very good. Now that our appetizers are done, why don't we start working on dinner? Eastern North Carolina barbecue is so good. Did you know that in different states there are different definitions of barbecue? Like, in Texas, barbecue means ribs slathered in a spicy tomato sauce. But in North Carolina, it's practically a religion. Some ways to cook the pork are you slow roast it or over an open fire, and from time to time around the day, you will sprinkle it with a pepper vinegar sauce made from cayenne peppers. Once you're done, you can either have a pig pickin', which is when all your friends come over and bring a hunting knife and cut off little slabs of the pig and eat it, or you can have barbecue, or what we call pulled pork, and either have it plain, like this, or a barbecue sandwich, which is this on a white bun with coleslaw. Barbecue is almost always served with Brunswick stew. Brunswick stew is a thick stew containing of okra, lima beans, and corn. The North Carolina way is usually chicken. It can also be beef or pork. The original way is with rabbit or even squirrels. Let's go ahead and heat up this thick Brunswick stew. The last thing we need for our meal is hush puppies. Hush puppies are mainly consisted of cornmeal, flour, and eggs. Let's begin. We've just added a tablespoon of sugar. Now we're going to add 2 teaspoons of baking soda, another 2 teaspoons of salt, 2 tablespoons of flour, 2 cups of cornmeal. Next we're going to stir in an egg and 3/4 cup of milk. Three-quarters milk. Now we gotta stir it up. Yes, we put 1/4 cups of onions to add a little sweetness. Then you have to stir it really well. When you have your hush puppy batter, you want to pour oil, we use canola oil, into your bottom of your pan to cover about 1 inch of the bottom of your pan. You're going to try and get it up to about 375 degrees. Rolling it up into a bowl. About that size. And putting it in. And you can do more than one. So maybe have 2 at a time. Now we can wait for them to cook. I think we have a hush puppy. Another one too. Let's try a hush puppy. Good. Well, there you have it. Perfect Eastern North Carolina meal. Yum. Let's not forget about dessert. Did you know that in the 1700s, the Moravians came from the Czech Republic and settled in North Carolina? You may know about the 16-pointed Moravian star. But did you know about their amazing Moravian spice cookies? Yep. Have you ever seen a cookie thinner than a piece of paper? But the thing is, they pack a powerful taste. Good. And this is what we're having for dessert tonight. And I look forward to sharing these Moravian cookies with you. I'm so excited to eat this North Carolina meal, but I'm even more excited to share with you guys. There's a southern expression I can use best to wrap this up. It's so good it makes me want to slap my mama. Thanks for watching. Next week there'll be a special featuring squirrel brains and scrambled eggs. Bye!